Same but different by Anthony Zhang. Take one. I've got no idea whatsoever. What have I done in the last few hours? I have upgraded my computers and found these files that keep spamming my computers and my computer runs out of memory. I've cooked myself a pot of rice, and with previously cooked mushrooms. I've made a self-surveillance section in which I exposed my living for 6 hours by setting up a CCTV in my room. I woke up feeling refreshed. All these unrelated events, they are part of my archive. And in the archive, I compose. I edit, I distort. I make sense out of nowhere, out of chaos, out of independent events. Aha! Made a transcript of the day. Found a connection between the separate things, spotting out the virus in my life, realizing my own tendency to make certain choices. Cutting previously recorded footages and composing them, seasoning them with care, and trying to cook it differently each time, approaching it with heterogeneity. The moment I know I'm being watched, I push myself to do something. I feel like I'm connected, but I'm not. I'm just being Anthony, doing my own things and sometimes showing what I'm doing. God knows what is privacy, and I would tie my hair nicely and wear nice clothes for meeting my friends, but at the same time wearing something less than pajamas might also present who I am with the duration. Ooh, what time is it now? I must be waking up late. Crap, I have to see my teacher literally now, after a minute after I open my eyes. What makes sense? Nothing makes sense. They just happen by themselves. How's your day? I'm fine. What do you expect me to answer, huh? Are you pissed? No, not particularly. Why? Sounds like you are. Oh, sometimes I'm rude, sometimes I'm nice, sometimes my time is not continuous. I change so much. Today, tomorrow, last month, I was in the Himalayas. Today, earlier, Skyping my old school friends. My day is not continuous. I can tell you how I can create my day to tell you something interesting, but my day, every day is a chaotic, beautiful chaos on its own. Cut. Take two. Don't forget when I started to be obsessed with enjoying the chaos of the world. Today is no different from the other day. At the same time, today is not so much different than every day. The superposition of hyperposition of state, the heterogeneity of approaching the same thing became the core of my current self. Trying to be fluid, gaining the ability to change myself or to change something else out of me, if needed, no matter what context I exist in, or just for necessity and for fun. Greed is not a word in my dictionary, but survives is nice spoken. But guess what? The reality that I have to face is that I have to witness the chaos, listen to the unthinkable, bathing in the non-human centric ideas. They're not made to make sense of, but somehow my art is about making sense of this pile of crap, the good ones though. I spend so much time on the phone watching useless YouTube videos. It's procrastination that is half good, half sucky. The upside is that procrastination is necessary for creation, whatever, but the downside is not so much from this form of procrastination. It is almost to the extent where I felt like watching those videos are to avenge or revenge the reality that I have to face the chaos which I got myself in. So recently I found a good way of procrastination. Cooking. Chop 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 chop. Still, now I have developed an occupational disease of trying to do the same thing differently each time. As a result, uncultured rice is foreseeable. even with my Chinese origin. What a surprise! Today, the mushroom rice is fucking perfect. I think I found the mushroom light within myself. Here's another occupational disease: reading all the things that people recommend me to read, because I am also an irrelevant information collector. I do like to collect and read about irrelevant stuff outside of the things that I like. And mushroom light is from just a random Polish YouTube channel. And what you think about your surveillance, self-surveillance section? You think you can push it into your own practice? I am a thing. I'm afraid that I cannot, because I don't want to. I'm too tired. Can't carry enough. Cut. Hey, I think this take is a little bit too, how I should say, like too nihilistic or almost negative. You have to know that it's like hard, but you have to formalize yourself in a more presentable way. Okay. Take 3. I am for an art that is maximalistic, complex system, and hyper interconnectivity. I am for an art that is Buddhist, a calm, open-ended attitude towards the tragedy of seeing chaos. No black, no white, no land, no borders, no high, low, low. No humans, no aliens, no singular, no plural. Language is limiting because we see things in opposition but not in more kinds of relationship. We should talk with uncertainty, with open-endedness, unlike this manifesto. Cut! Huh. No manifesto in 2020. Cliche. And then, scene 1, fade out. Director cut to scene 2. Director got punched in the face, and then director said, "Ugh, ugh, who the fuck hit me in my goddamn eyes?" And then scene 1 cut out. Dun, 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 dun. Am I too carefree about being presentable whatsoever? I think I'm completely carefree. But since we're here, let me talk a bit. You must be curious about how that director is, but in fact, he doesn't exist right from the start. I am the director. I challenge myself and I hit myself in the face. Sometimes you have to continue to be yourself and see yourself as someone else. And sometimes you have to give a good punch. Secretly, and what I am doing is no different from self-surveillance section I did to myself. I'm disclosing my actions, some of my thoughts, as well as sharing them to you. Maybe you could get something out of it, but if not, that's okay, do it. Just like how I don't always get interesting results from collecting irrelevant stuff. And then, the director punched me in the face, just like a classic film's sequence, boring, with fringing stories, then we have a fight. Now you try to deceive the audience to think that you're a smart guy, but in fact you're just lame, slacking off in your own room all day long, huh, artist? And then, the artist still on the ground. Aren't you just being a little bit too harsh on me? Well, if not, why do you think I'm here?